So I'm going to show you how to make really super easy dried apple rings. It's an absolute family favourite, and when you just want a little bit of a healthy, slightly sweet snack, great to have these on hand. So starting off with some apples, and I'm going to use quite a large red fleshed apple, and you just want to cut them down into rings that are a couple of millimetres thick, so you know, that kind of thickness of diameter. So you get a lovely lot of rings from each apple. And you can use little apples, you can use big apples, whatever you like. Now, some people like to core their apples first. Personally, I don't bother, I just leave the core in, because when you cook them in the oven, the core disappears, but if it bothers you, then you can core them. And so I've got all these lovely slices, just like that, see, still with the core in. And then what you want to do is you want to fill a bowl with some water and put the juice of half a lemon. So squeeze the juice of half a lemon into a bowl of water, and then you want to soak your slices in here for about 5 minutes. And what that does is it just helps the apples not to discolour during the baking process. And if you want to, you could throw in a few drops of vanilla essence. That makes a really nice smell, and they also smell really good. So a really nice taste. They smell really good while they're cooking. So I'm going to leave those just for a few moments to soak. Now, I've had some in the oven already, and the oven temperature is not that high. It's around 90 degrees. You'll find all the details, by the way, in the recipe if you click just below here. So these I've had for about, I guess, for coming up to an hour on a lowish heat. So once you get your apple slices, pat them dry, put them on some baking paper like this, sprinkle them with cinnamon. That gives them the really nice spicy aroma, and then halfway through the cooking process you'll see that these have started to dehydrate already. Then you just flip them over. I mean, what you can do is, if you have a really, really low oven setting, is some people leave them overnight, or like you can have a food dehydrator, in which case you're probably making these all the time. Or if you have an Argo, you put it on the really, really low, like simmering oven. The sort of like the plate warming setting, really, really the lowest one, because you just want to dehydrate, you just want to dry them out. So I'm going to put these back in here for the other part of their cooking. Oops. That way round. There we go. And so for these over here, if I grab my kitchen towel again, so I can take these out of the water, and I'll just show you very, very simply how to prep them. So you just take them out and pat them dry on a nice clean towel, and then you pop them onto your baking tray, just like you can see coming out of the oven. And then you literally just sprinkle them with a little bit of cinnamon, more or less depending on your taste, and then pop those into the oven. And then when they come out, you will have these really lovely dried crispy apple rings, which you can store in a tin or an airtight container for a week or so, and then you've always got them ready for a simple, healthy, crispy snack. Really good. So much better for you than crisps as well, potato ones. Really good, try them. Oh, fatty, chewy and crunchy, delicious.